just so that people who cannot join today, they can listen and perhaps can revisit the meeting materials. So hi everyone, I'm your host today for the community call. I'm Phoebe from the LikeCoin team, and the first agenda for today is we will go through the LikeCoin work team updates. And then the second item will be Chong that introduce some of the upcoming Litecoin chain preparation work and things you might need to know as a validator. So that part will be a bit technical, but if you have any follow-up questions, you can either raise immediately or you can continue to chat in the Litecoin governance channel. And then I would also like to propose to form a ISCM work team as well after Chong's presentation. And then we'll also have Guan Yun to demonstrate a little bit on his work on the Litecoin extension, where you may use it on YouTube channel right now with the button. So he would demo a little bit. And lastly, if we still have time, we'll go through a summary of what has been going on Discord about Proposal 10 and Proposal 11, as well as the potentially dev grant setup. So let's see if we have time to go that far. But yeah, I'll go first. So the first thing for LikeCoin is we actually have 2 new members from Taiwan. Both of them are developers. However, it's town holiday today, so they might not be here. Maybe next month you can see their faces. And then I will immediately pass the mic to Chong to go through the Litecoin chain upgrade introduction, which will happen very soon, as well as what is ISCM basically.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm referring to the share screen for the summary on what I'm going to introduce to you. And I have been working on the next version of Litecoin chain. The current version is Shen 1, and we are going to upgrade it to Photon. So in the upcoming Photon chain upgrade, we'll expect there will be 2 major upgrades on that. One is the ISCM module, which is a registry for content metadata, so that we can add a new feature to Litecoin chain for acting as a content registry. And then the second one is that the ICM module has been actively developed, and also the basic functionalities are already finished, but we still need some minor adjustment, and we also need to upgrade it for the new SDK version, Cosmos SDK version. So it would take some time for the development. And the second part is the Cosmos SDK upgrade from 0.37 to 0.4x. I think now it's 0.41, but they are actually actively upgrading the version, so I don't know what will be the final version. And this version is also the version of which the previous Cosmos Hub Stargaze upgrade is using. It brings mainly gRPC and protobuf, which is the basic fundamental architecture changes for greater efficiency on chain execution. And also it brings to the Litecoin chain an upgrade, a new module called the upgrade module, which allows validators to manage the upgrade automatically by using the new type of upgrade proposals. So after Photon's upgrade, in the future, we can use this feature to do more fluent upgrades. But unfortunately, for the Photon upgrade, since the Shen 1 chain does not support the upgrade module, we still need quite large and troublesome upgrade process. So in order for validators to practice the upgrade, since most of our validators are not very familiar with Cosmos-based chains, we would encourage and invite all our validators to join our testnet setup so that we can practice the chain upgrade on the testnet before we do it on mainnet. So the chain upgrade, the testnet will be released on I think will be in March, at the end of the March, and the testnet will first based on the old version SHA-1, which is the same as the current mainnet. And then we'll wait for most of the current validators to join the testnet so that we can test on this chain upgrade. And then after that, we will file a signal proposal on the testnet for a software upgrade, mainly deciding the time and the software version for the chain upgrade. And then once the proposal is passed, at the time of the chain upgrade, testnet chain upgrade, we'll shut down the chain and then join video calls like the meeting right now for real-time communication on the whole process. Mainly, we'll export the chain state and key information on the validator node, and then migrate it to the for the new version of the chain. And then we check interactively so that we intercheck so that we know that we confirm the chain state for the new chain. Once the chain state is confirmed, we can decide the genesis stage and also the genesis time for the new chain, and then start up the node for the using the new software version. And then we can wait for the new version for the new chain to be up by the time of the decided genesis time. And as you can see, the process is it's not very complicated, but there will be, since we don't have experience on that, I think it's very necessary for we to practice on the testnet before we actually do the mainnet launch. So again, I encourage all the validators to join our testnet setup process, and we can discuss the further details like the time, and then and other details on Discord in the LikeCoin governance channel. Yeah, that's basically what I'm preparing for and my present today. Thank you.
Thank you, Chong. I want to see if there are any immediate follow-up questions for people who are in the call today, especially on the timeline, if for your availability, as well as things that you have concern. Also, this is right. He wants to ask if the new feature that can be executed by the users in Photon chain. You mean the new feature, I assume is ISCN, right? So I guess his question is if the ISCN new feature can be executed by the users in Photon chain.
Yeah, I think the question is about the new features. The major new feature is the ISCN module, which provide content registry. And basically, a user can upload when user has a content, he has some metadata on that content like titles, descriptions, and also maybe the fingerprint of that content, also maybe at the date of the content, and some more detailed informations like the rights, the license, the rights, that kind of information. These are all metadatas of the content, and then the user can upload these content to the chain and get back an ID referring to these metadata, so that's referring to the content also. And this will leave as a record for anyone to query using this we call ISCN ID to refer to the content, and also some maybe later updates on that content. So functionality is basically registering content metadata on the chain so that it would be checkable by others as a record.
We have another question from Guan Yun, said that what formats are supported by content now?
Yeah, basically any content could be uploaded because you are uploading or registering the content metadata instead of the content itself. So in general, we currently we have some schema on the content itself. For example, for any content we support what we call stakeholders, which refers to the maybe creators or the one who participated who is the stakeholder of this content. And we also support title and description and this kind of stuff. And we currently don't have schema on a particular content type, say article or photos. But since we support any attributes, it's like a key value table, so that any extra attributes you can put it into the content and then put it onto the chain.
Yeah, I think so. For priority wise, we will first support text and images. So that will be two spectrum of use cases that will apply ISCN. Not that it means we cannot support video, for example, in the future, but the first priority that will focus to drive use cases will be text and images. And for text in particular, we might start from metas, especially because we already have the plugin integrated as well as the WordPress community plugin available. So ISCN feature can be deployed there very easily to support text registration for ISCN. And we also have a priority in doing images registry as well for ISCN adoption.
Yeah, I also would like to discuss with all of you for the features, like which attributes, which content types do you or some design, maybe you have discover some design flaws or use cases. I would like to discuss all these with you on Discord, because when we first designed the ISCN schema, we asked for comments, but since at that time our community is not as rich as current situation, so I think it's a good time for us to re-discuss on maybe have even some design changes for the ISCN. For now on the Discord channel.
Yep. Okay. I think we'll move on to the second item of the agenda, which is also related to ISCN. So I would like to kind of go through a little bit what the current LikeCoin team responsibility and role is on for the ISCN. So I think you might already notice LikeCoin team is currently driving the main technical development for ISCN and the Litecoin chain. But however, I do think we should open up more work and discussion with the community in terms of such major product releasing this year. Especially testnets will go out in late March, which means we only have several months time to promote as well as do marketing for the product launch in the upcoming months. So I would like to propose to form a ISCN work team together and leverage the community talent as well, especially on tasks that we have to do for pre-launch preparation and promotion. For example, social media content planning or graphic design or video creation talent that we could get from the community to explain the idea on ISCN. which is one of the major pieces of DPUG, decentralized publishing. So I think this will be essential, similar to how take into account on how Cosmos also structure their upgrade with Stargate. They also leverage multiple entity to work together for such launch. So I would like to take the initiative to propose to form a ISCN work team. So I think the first related action on this is to maybe start a ISCN discussion channel first on Discord. And I can help prepare some action items that I currently could think of on my end. And Chong can also add something that he think technical might need help on that channel as well. So we can start the discussion surrounded by ISCN on that. So that would be my proposed initiative. We respond to pre-launch for ISCN. See any questions? If not, maybe I need help from Leaf Win or Guan Yu to help set up the channel. Or actually, I might be able to do that too. But okay, very quick. Thank you. Ask Ender said she already created. Perfect. Yeah, I think this is already taken care of. So we can move the ISCN work team discussion in Discord. And then if there are no questions about ISCN, I will pass the mic to Guan Yun about the latest extension feature that we have for LikeCoin button, which you can view LikeCoin button on YouTube now. So how does it actually work? I will pass it to Guan Yun to demo a little bit. Should be just a couple minutes. Is Guan Yin here? I think I saw him here, but I think he's preparing. Okay. He might have some technical issues, I think. We can wait till he came back and then we circle back on that agenda maybe, just to buy us time. Okay, I think he's trying to set up something. So
okay, hi.
Okay, perfect. You were here.
Oh, sorry, I just needed to give permission to my Chrome. Okay. Okay. So let me share my screen. Okay. I just share my screen. I'm not sure if you guys can see my screen.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm sure that most of you has installed this extension, and I'm going to just make a small demo and to show how it works. Okay. So if you the first step, you need to Chrome store and install sorry, let me Chrome and install LikeCoin for your browser. Yeah. And currently I have installed a test version, so I won't install again. And once you install the LikeCoin extension, if you click the video, and the button will display on the bottom of this page. If you a YouTuber or you are a content creator, and you can just get your button link. Like my link is button.like.co 关运, and copy this link to your video description and paste at the end of the description and click Save. And the button will display as your button at the bottom of the page. Okay, and this is a demo. I'm not sure if you guys have some problem. Yeah.
Thank you, Guan Yun. I think this is very exciting that we can see LikeCoin button on YouTube. Not sure if other validators are aware, but if you haven't, you should check it out. So the extension actually has been around for quite a while, which only have the bookmark function. Since our team LikeCoin team don't really have time to extend the extension work, so Guan Yun picked it up. And he made such a cool feature right now. So as content creator, make sure you have the hyperlink that you can add to your description. For likers, you can add the extension and view LikeCoin button on YouTube right now, which means you can super like it or give like to YouTube content creators. So if you have discussion or bug related questions, please go to developer channel in Discord, as well as there's a Chinese dedicated developer channel as well if you want to communicate in Chinese as well. So let me see if any chat. Okay. Yes, Guan Yun is definitely helping a lot, and I think later on we should definitely set up a related dev grant for developers like Guan Yun or advocates that are currently contributing to the ecosystem. And I do think it is important to support effort like this, and hopefully we can continue that discussion for dev grant. And so now come to the discussion that we have outstanding for including the dev grant setup, including the upcoming proposal 10 and 11. So maybe I'll first talk about proposal 10 and 11. That might be a bit shorter to talk about dev grant, which is a more bigger piece that we might need involve more discussion first. So for proposal 10 is on decreasing proposal deposit amount that is currently raised by us Ender, which he already draft the proposal details. I'm not sure if published it yet, but I saw it this morning. So he might talk a little bit about his thought. And then we also have proposal 11, potentially to be the 11th proposal, which is about increasing community tax. So yeah, I'll pass it to us, and there maybe he can kind of give an update of what was discussing on governance about the proposals. You might need to unmute yourself. Okay.
Hello.
You can also speak in Mandarin if that's more comfortable for you.
Okay. I just write the proposal 10, and I wish we can make the minimum deposit to 10,000 Litecoin. The sort of it is very easy because I think decrease minimum deposit can make a proposal more easier for everyone. I come here. I want to hear what others think, because 100,000 is seems much high for me. Or I didn't make a proposal for months because of I think it's harder to write a proposal, because it's harder to get so many amount of like for which some proposal is not everyone not agree, so they want a proposal deposit for it. So I think 10,000 is better for me, at least. So I want to hear everyone's idea. If less deposit is better, or what's your idea? and I write a text in the text area, and
I think what I saw in the Discord channel for ongoing discussion is people are welcome for this idea, but maybe Chung can share a little bit if deposit wait, I actually see Keen have some response on the deposit rate.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's two issues. One is a technical issue because in order to change the minimum deposit for a proposal, you actually need to raise a parameter change proposal. I mean, even if you have the proposal 10 passed it, the next step is actually to raise a proposal 11 to execute the change. So proposal 10 seems to be irrelevant. And the second thing is whether 10,000 Litecoin deposit is better, which I don't actually see the need, at least for now. I guess we have different concepts on what a deposit meant, because in my concept, it's not that the one who raised the proposal has to deposit all the Litecoin. Usually, I mean, take Cosmos community as an example, because they're the biggest. Usually, the one who raised the proposal just deposit a little bit, like a symbolic amount of token, and let the community deposit the rest, so that they show their support. It's actually better because, or else it would be very easy for one to raise a proposal and deposit the minimum amount, and nobody has any idea that whether others are supporting the proposal before the voting. That's my understanding.
Yes, I understand that, but I'm not very I'm not very sure I can raise the attention of the community to deposit. So
Okay, got some comments.
Just a sharing. Okay. I know that everybody would like to have autonomy, to do the voting, whatever they like. I have two comment on sharing. I'm not trying to discourage any guys here to participate more. I think to get more attention as a friendly sharing, I think it's very welcome to speak more in the Discord and communicate, so that so we have around 21 for today validators. We actually, as I understand, or as my belief, that we are trying to achieve something altogether. We are trying to make some proposals, so most of us will agreed on. Otherwise, it would be a very, I don't see that we have a ways to succeed. So I have first of all, we have to pass the proposal 8. Just lower the number, and as a OCAD, I stress the O. I usually like to have more time to observe what we have done to see the response. Sometimes it's not good to respond too fast. And secondary, actually, many relatives here are very helpful. Just talk with any of them to raise the amounts, so that we can have basic 基本盘, the basic guys who will support the plan. I think there will be the ways we use it to work together here. And actually, you have in fact you have money to do that, but no matter if you have the money or not, for the coin you have, actually it's better, as my humble sharing, that it's better we do the deposit, at least 2 or 3 validators who would like to vote for the proposal so that we don't waste the money. Yeah, this is some sharing only. Okay. Yeah, this is my word. Thank you.
I think it's my bet. I should give more background information too. So in Proposal 8, thank you, OK, reminded me on that. We have already raised once on decreasing minimum deposit for proposals. So that's why OK mentioned a little bit on it might be a good idea to have some time to observe on these changes first before raising another proposal related to it. So that's I guess that's the summary of what Keen and also OCAT mentioned. But I do understand where it came from. So us, Ender, or some validators are actually constantly discussing how to incentivize people to care about the project more, as well as on the governance. So actually, no matter it is the proposal deposit or increasing community tax or the dev grant setup, I do think they are all towards the same goal. But which one should be the priority might be the area that we can think of. So yeah, so might be from my perspective is we might worth to discuss to increase community tax first, just to wait a little bit on how the proposal deposit amount affect the community. So give it a time to see how people react to it. And for increasing community tax, it actually help contribute for people to raise proposal to use those tokens for development on Litecoin or on other promotion issue that would like to use Litecoin. As well as related discussion will be dev grant. So I think we can have several more minutes to share thoughts on this about community tax or development grant setup. Any ideas? If not, shall I pick someone to share ideas on? Maybe actually, if we would like to increase the community tax, how should be the procedure for that? Maybe Chong or Kim can give some light. Is it a parameter change first, and then if we would like to use the tax pool, we have to raise another proposal? Is that the procedure? That's what I understand.
Yeah, first changing the community tax is also a parameter change proposal, just like the deposit, the minimum deposit amount. And using the community tax involve another type of proposal, which basically work as a proposal that if passed, the community the certain amount specified in the proposal will be sent from the community tax pool to a dedicated address, which is also specified in the proposal. For example, I want to support Guan Yun for developing the YouTube plugin. Then I can raise a proposal for sending, say, 10,000 likes to the address of Guan Yun. So this is how the proposal works.
Okay. So for the current setting, that means community tax pool will need time to generate and become bigger. So that need times. But for dev grant, how should we differentiate the purpose? And dev grant might be easier to receive proposals and approval than community tax pool. On structure wise, any idea to share? Maybe Keen.
It's a little bit big. Maybe I just extremely briefly say a few words and better continue on Discord. So we have a substantial amount of Litecoin for the ecosystem development. So it's totally okay to set up a grant of I don't know, maybe 1 million, 10 million to support initiative like what Guan Yun just demonstrated, although he did it without any grant or encouragement. And it would be a manual process. By manual, I mean somebody raised a signaling proposal and I'll do it. I'll execute it. So it's not like the community pool, which is automatic. For details, I think it's better to continue on Discord.
Okay. Thank you. I think to summarize on this idea is the difference between DEF grant is we can pull existing ecosystem Litecoin to set up for that purpose, and people can just submit their proposals maybe through Meta's Medium or GitHub. But for community tax, that will be a chain level adjustment, which we need time to accumulate those Litecoin in the pool. And then in order to use those Litecoin, we need to raise proposals individually for that purpose. So with this basic ground, we can carry on a discussion on either DEF grant or community tax pool, or simultaneously, I don't know, but will be a better options for now. So I guess we can continue the discussion on that. So I think it's time to wrap up for the community meeting today. And if there are no other outstanding questions, then let's see on Discord, and we'll see each other on April monthly meeting too. And hopefully by then we already have the testnet up and ready for ISCN module. So thank you for everyone for your time. Good night, and see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.